podcast, where lifelong friends Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber share their love of all things music and movies. Dean has directed short films and is a music trivia buff. And Eric, trained in audio engineering, brings his extensive knowledge of music and film to the conversation as they discuss, debate, and celebrate their favorite albums, films, and much more.
Did that do the trick?
Nope.
He's the link. He's like, no subject this time.
Yeah, just nothing.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. I reset it. I was able to re-add it, but it is what it is at this point. So I'm gonna have to speak to support about it. But it's just not. I don't know what's going on. It's always ever worked, but now it's just showing up on YouTube. So good thing we weren't doing trivia night,
right? That would have been.
And I'll be surprised if anybody rejoins us at this point. So we may just have to get it. We'll have to get it figured out with support.
Yeah. That's okay. So all of you who are on YouTube.
Let me see. Share stream. Let's do this. Copy stream link. Copy stream link.
Not on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna link I can link the stream in our Facebook group. Let me do that.
Okay. Take another sip from my beverage. There's Kelly. Hello. It's on YouTube. Does that work?
I was able to share the link. Yes.
Okay.
So now let's see what happens.
Okay.
No, we're on YouTube, but I shared the YouTube link in Facebook. So whoever goes to our page will see the clickable link, and that'll drag them over to YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
All right, we'll see.
Let's do that.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done, but
Are we done?
Yeah, no, you know what? When you pay for a service, it should work.
I hear you.
That gets me a little salty. So.
Of course.
And we've got people that are relying on us to provide the product for them. So we apologize that it's 8:30.
Dean is
there's not scotch in here, although it should be filled.
Hey, why not?
With a
you deserve it.
A clear potato based liquor that is popular in Russia.
Ah.
All right, we got some chats. Talk to you next time. Hello, we're here. So I think we're here. I did share the link on our Facebook group, so hopefully people are going to go there and grab it. Let me just let Sean know too. Maybe he'll.
Did Zach drop off? We're texting anybody we could get on this. Let's see.
It is what it is. It is. So jump in if you're here. Jump in. We will get on our virtual bended knee and apologize profusely on behalf of melon heads.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they'll be able to fix this for us going forward. I don't know what's going on with them, but there we go. You're back. Sorry, I didn't get the notification. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But Zach, we did post this link on Facebook as well. So if anybody's is looking for it, you could direct them to our Facebook group page, and the link for the YouTube is there. So we are back in one form or another. This small band of brothers,
our loyal band that we have tonight. So we apologize, guys, but this is Melon's fault.
It's a good thing. You know what? It
is a melon. Where it's good, a lemon is what it is.
Good thing we didn't have anything planned. Melon's like, you guys don't have anything planned, so we're just not going to push your feet out.
Maybe.
If you don't give a shit, we won't.
Oh, maybe that could be the case, right? Somebody.
I don't know.
I've been watching these. I've been monitoring these guys. They don't know what to do.
I don't know what's going to go on. Mercury's in retrograde. That's why. That could be.
Yeah. Surprised Janai isn't.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So, has anybody got anything to ask us? You got anything to talk about? Let's get some kind of chat started here.
Well, we were talking about diners earlier.
We were, but
which is not
making me
music
hungry,
and movie related. Which is fine.
But I don't want to eat on while we're doing it.
I would. Because I don't care. I don't care.
Perhaps you would.
I'm an animal. I'm an animal. Oh yeah. Still do it.
Yeah.
Although now when I do it, I pretend it's for someone. I was like, oh, I come in on the phone. Oh, I need a second one. Okay. And I make like a.
What's the best way to broadcast brilliance?
What's the best way? Not this way.
If you can give us the answer to that would be fantastic.
Don't learn by what don't learn by what we're doing, because it apparently is not working, or we may need to move off of Melon and go to a different streaming platform too. If
Kelly says elbow cough.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Which is it does happen, but it shouldn't. All this stuff's supposed to automatically kind of happen in the background.
Dwight.
And I made no changes to anything. Hey Dwight, thanks for joining us on YouTube, hopefully
YouTube
via Facebook. Thought it was a dab icon.
Oh, Mr. Burke, who haven't it's been a while. Yeah, I know. Was he there on our trivia?
He was there
night?
briefly. He was at the tail end of trivia night.
Yeah.
He was definitely there. We didn't get any scores from him, so
which is ironic, because he's the winner
that
all the
would have been
time.
that was the one for you, man. That was it. We did that all for you.
And I guess this is a good time to mention that or to ask you folks if you guys are interested in another trivia night if you want to do it in the next live show, which is 2 weeks. So is that the 27th?
27th.
Yes. So let us know in the chat if that's something you're, we had a lot of fun.
Zach and Dwight.
Hey, whoever's here, just let us know if that's a good idea or not. Hopefully we'll have a full house that night. So yeah.
Yeah. So and just to restore some structure, tomorrow we do have a new episode coming out. It is Peter Gabriel, and you might say, why are you going to do him? We're going to say so.
So his brilliant album.
Yeah, so
I think we make a pretty good case for that. So
we got a yes to yes to trivia. So listen to it. So listen to that one out tomorrow. Check it out. We're going to have a special bonus episode probably coming out on Monday, which was a lot of fun. We did a little bit of a round table, just goofing around, talking about some movie stuff and kind of riffing. Yes to trivia with a microphone, popcorn, and a brain.
And the brain. I love that little brain that she puts on the icon.
You got to bring your big brain.
Makes us
feel smart. We're actually gonna lower the temperature on the questions a little bit. I think they were a little too aggressive. I would wanted to see some higher scores, because that's what we want. I don't want people to get like 3s and 4s and feel bad. So we're gonna look at the questions and kind of level them a little bit more.
You thought your questions were too hard? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I didn't write the questions. They were. I got these questions from different places, but I wanted to see higher scores. So again, it's for everybody to have fun. I don't want people to feel like, I didn't get any, so the hell with this. It's too hard. No, we're definitely gonna keep the variety going.
Oh man, I was all set to come in with some real.
Yeah, nah, it's people are just gonna be like, the hell with this.
And I was warning people. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe they won't come.
I think we need to. Yeah, I think we need to make it a little bit more. Not. I don't mean family friendly, but for people that can kind of jump in and feel okay about it. We'll have some brain busters, but
Zach actually enjoyed the question variety. He's saying, and so did Beth. So
we'll definitely.
I thought it was good. I thought it.
We'll have the variety. We'll be there. We'll have geography and all that other stuff, but we'll even it out. We'll just put it this way: we'll even it out a little bit more.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think?
24 group, what topics? Wow.
Yeah, what topics? What do you guys think? What kind of questions would you like to see on the next trivia? If you have a particular subject,
what kind of category?
Categories.
Like people I've shot but haven't killed. Is that a question you'd like us to ask? Is that a topic that they would have on Jeopardy?
Oh.
Potent potables.
We won't go there.
Trebek. Your mother, Trebek.
Dwight says I'm in 1080p and Dean is in 480p.
Ah, that's because I'm living in the 1930s, just like the current events that Kelly wants to talk about. I don't know what's going. Dwight, I don't know. I wish I knew what the heck was going on. I got my webcam it's on full resolution, so I don't know. It could be the stream. I haven't shaved either, so I could be looking a little reduced resolution because of the stubble as well.
Maybe all that gray is whiting out the image. Young actors category really stumped me. Yes, Zach, I was stumped myself on a couple.
Oh.
So Dean had to remind me who they were.
I didn't send him the answer key. I sent him all the other answers. I didn't send him that answer key for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like, he'll remember it. It's like, whatever. We'll just do it, So yeah, that's interesting. You're in high def and I'm in low def.
My camera's usually,
I'm VHS and you're Blu-ray.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all there is to it.
Dwight
so that means
4K.
no special feature. No special
Dwight demands
features.
8K. He's 10K. He's got the state of the art.
It's Amazon Prime days. So if you want to upgrade that TV, this is when you do it. This is when you do it. You do it now. Anatomy and physiology.
That's interesting.
Is a subject.
Okay.
Where is the brain stored? In what bone?
Or maybe it's stored up here.
Well,
oh boy.
Some people have none. Some people sit on theirs. What am I?
Yeah.
Right, we could do it that way.
We could. We very, very much could.
We don't know. Oh, we got some more people joining. It just went from 5 to 7. Put a hello in the chat so we can apologize profusely.
Yeah.
For letting you down. I take personal responsibility for this.
But
we'll blame Eric. But I'll blame Eric privately.
Of course. It's always my. Oh, Carrie, hello. Nice to see you.
Where are you seeing that? How come I'm not seeing that?
I see Carrie because she just popped up.
Oh, there she is. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, boy.
How about show on Stranger Things on Netflix? You want us to do a review, Dwight, or of the
I only ever saw the first season, so
really
have to yeah.
Okay.
What's the problem with Facebook? That it wasn't the problem wasn't Facebook. The problem is the streaming service that we used, oddly enough, which is called Melon. And they're acting like a bunch of melon heads,
and it should be
as
lemon.
we used to say. They're acting like Jamelicans, and for some reason I kept adding it to the stream, and it wasn't streaming to the Facebook page. We kept starting, stopping. So right now we're just streaming to YouTube, and then I put the link on the Facebook page. But since you're here, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We could use the subscribers to the YouTube channel because we do put up extra content. Again, a lot of times I put on YouTube videos when I'm working from home, just to have something on in the background. So we would be more than happy to keep you company when you're working virtually, whatever. We'll keep it low. We won't shout. We'll be low so you can be on your calls. We won't get in the way, but this way you can put us on.
Yeah.
I'm on Dwight's on season 3, only getting better.
Hey, if you want to be on with us, Dwight, you're more than welcome. We would be happy to have you on to talk about Stranger Things.
I'd have to sit that one out because I haven't seen any of it, except for the first season. I got rid of Netflix.
Man.
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, you don't have Netflix? Oh man.
Yeah. The Netflix. I guess it could be you, Beth, and Dwight.
Okay.
Can do it, and I'll cover my camera like we did.
You could be
trivia.
the producer. Yeah, you could record us, and sure. We can do that.
And Carrie said, "Hi, Beth, Eric, Dean, and Kelly. Hello, welcome."
Carrie says hello, Kelly,
to everybody.
Yeah.
So we did not, and it's a good thing we didn't have a specific topic planned because Melon basically screwed us over on this one and did not put our stream through. And I actually, Sean was texting. I sent him. I don't have a channel that won't let me comment.
Carrie says she's watching 16 Candles on AMC, and The Breakfast Club is up next. Oh,
wow. Nice. We just talked about both of those movies on our last episode of Movie Tropes.
That's right. We
did. Both of those came up about movie tropes. So that's That's going to be a special episode. We're probably going to put that out on Monday. Tomorrow, we've got Peter Gabriel, his 1986 album. So
his best-selling album.
His best-selling album of all time. Chock full of hits. Yeah. And easy listen. So please just check out our episode tomorrow. Throw it on. Like I said, we keep you company when you're doing stuff around the house. If you have an Echo speaker from Amazon, you can put it on and just leave it on in the background. And we'll kind of keep you company while you're doing chores or making coffee or whatever. Our son Jacob Ryan just turned 16. When was that? Today?
No.
Oh.
That was back in April, but Kelly was making the point that his name is Jake Ryan.
Jake Ryan.
The character from 16 Candles, which, by the way, we didn't even realize because Kelly liked the name Ryan, and Jake is I like the name Jacob, so we put the two together, and it was my sister Janai who actually pointed that out. She was like, "Oh, you named him Jake Ryan after 16." I'm like, "Oh."
Does anybody call Jacob? Do they call him Jack too as a shortcut? Because he could be Jack Ryan.
Not to my knowledge.
He could be Jack. He could be Jack Ryan. Yeah. From, Tom Clancy. Harrison Ford just turned 80, punching people in the face.
Yes, he did, didn't he? Yes.
80 years old.
Still going strong. The man.
So he's got a belated birthday there, Jake.
Yeah.
But you got the birthday wishes as well. You can let Jay and Pals know. That's his YouTube handle. So yeah, what throw us, give us a movie question, give us something to talk about. We'll do it. We're gonna riff. You put us on the spot. This is like improv. We're ready for you. We can answer almost anything. Or you know what? We'll do it so well that you won't know that we're not telling you the truth. Either way.
We'll be as either blunt or as honest or as we can be.
Either way,
we'll try not to sound like idiots as we sit through.
I can't make that guarantee. That Eric is going out on a limb for that one. I cannot guarantee I will not say something stupid or sound like an idiot, because that seems to be my specialty. My speciality.
No,
my stock and trade is that. So Harrison Ford's birthday, 80 years old. I could not believe, when we do our research for our posts, let's find out why you don't want to see the Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, nice subject. You know what? That's a really nice subject.
Okay, yeah, Eric, do you want to tackle that, or do you have any opinion?
I'm not a fan. I hated Moulin Rouge. I couldn't.
See?
I can't stand that movie.
What about Great Gatsby?
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
But I was actually intrigued with the one that was set in Australia. The one that was with I think it was Nicole Kidman was in that one as well. Yeah. That one looked pretty good, but I didn't get a chance to see that. But I couldn't stand Moulin Rouge, so I'm just kind of like,
So my sister's a big Elvis fan, and I'm an Elvis fan, but where the disconnect is not with the material, but it's with the creator. And like Eric says, Baz Luhrmann is a particular type of director. And he did The Great Gatsby, which was really well done. He's got a very splashy and very
he's flamboyant,
over the top, flamboyant, over the top directing style. Which when the Romeo and Juliet came out, that made it was such a different take that everybody was paying attention to him. Yeah. Then he did Moulin Rouge, he did a couple other things, but then he did Great Gatsby with Leo, which was that fit the style. Mm-hmm. Everything I've seen about the Elvis film, to me, his style doesn't fit for that. I want to see something a little more. If it's going to be a biopic or something, I want it to, it's very splashy from what I'm seeing, and I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
And I really can't, but honestly, I can't see Tom Hanks in a movie like that either.
With the Dutch accents.
He's very straight, pretty much straightforward. So, he's very,
Terry makes a good point. Elvis was flashy, flamboyant, and over the top, which is a perfect fit. I guess so. With Baz Luhrmann, you kind of have to throw reality out the window, though. That's the thing. Is he doesn't really dabble in.
It's a reimagining.
Exactly. He doesn't dabble in authenticity. I'd rather see something a little more authentic with the warts and all. That's right. Of Elvis, as bad as that would be.
Three old men in line singing Madonna, doing a Madonna song. Like that kind of stuff just took me right out of it. I I like weird things. I do like something different, but I just couldn't grasp that. I'm talking about Moulin Rouge. That is, so
yeah.
I have nothing against, but respect for Nicole Kidman.
Tom Hanks sucked. A perfect foil for Tom Parker's character.
Ewan McGregor was fantastic in it. He's got
John Leguizamo was in there as
but I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So it's not the material. It's more the creator and
style.
So certain I'm not going to run to a Baz Luhrmann movie.
I do like the actor Austin Butler. I'm very glad that he was cast as Fade Routha in Dune Part 2, which is because he's got the right face for that.
So like Sting's role.
He's playing the role that Sting played in the original. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
So we'll keep this short and sweet. What did you guys think of Obi-Wan on Disney Plus? In Eric, in one sentence, what could you do it in one sentence, and then we'll move on.
I thought it was. I think it was. I think they overthought it. If that makes sense.
Sure.
It was a character study, which I wasn't really looking for, but I like the way it ended. I like the way they wrapped it up. So yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was. It had it.
Stop there. Really... No, now you're going into paragraphs. One sentence.
Okay.
One sentence.
Sorry.
my one sentence. A show that was unnecessary. That's it.
I said that's kind of what I was going for.
he basically ended up back where he started because that's where he had to be. He ended up back on Tatooine and where he was. So this really didn't mean anything. So
right.
Cool. So my sister, her final appeal for Elvis is put your preconceived notions aside and see it. Because I think she gets $1.50 for every ticket. I think she's getting money for every ticket.
Give it a chance.
I think
you never know. You could be surprised. Sometimes.
Zach is saying they stuck the landing. I'm guessing that's the Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan,
yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't want to belabor the Star Wars thing, but it wasn't. You had to end the story back with everybody reset back to where they were, so there really wasn't no point. She's gonna buy the ticket for me and Beth too. Wow. Does anybody else want to go to Elvis? Because my sister's buying. Eric, you gonna drive up?
No. Sorry.
Oh man, come on! I'm trying to get some more seats. I mean, if she's paying, we may as well empty the wallet. We may as well empty the wallet.
No, that's all right.
I saw what was this Knight's Tale? What was that about, Kelly? You wanted us to talk about A Knight's Tale?
A Knight's Tale. Are you referring to Obi-Wan?
No. To me, that means Heath Ledger.
No, I think she was referring to A Knight's Tale being, the Jedi Knight thing.
Dwight is just adding fuel to the fire, and he's giving showtimes. It's $5 on Tuesday, and they have like the matinee at this new theater.
Oh, is that the theater that's off the Sawmill right there? Where
it's on its
Stouffer
second,
used to be, that Stouffer Chemical? Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be a Sundance theater back when it was building it. It was supposed to be a Robert Redford Sundance theater. He backed out. It became iPic, which is a couple of those, but that went under. Now I don't know what it's called, but they're going with the Alamo.
Kelly was referring to the out of time music, like music that doesn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that.
I was referring to Baz Luhrmann. Yeah.
Got it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends.
Yeah, that was intriguing to use that. I appreciate that Baz Luhrmann was doing that. Is kind of that's fine. But yeah, it's just too many edits, everything moving too fast, it's like, it's all sizzle and no steak,
That's a good,
right? And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're going to a movie to see something about like Elvis and a subject about that, right. I'd rather you spend the time instead of, having these fantastic set pieces. And spending all that, I'd rather, get to, find out about the man. And
are you saying that the Kurt Russell, the John Carpenter TV movie was better? Did you ever see that?
I have, but I haven't seen Elvis this movie, so I can't say. I can't say. Zach is going to come up $5. He said that's not bad pricing. So he'll spend $70 in gas and get the $5 ticket and then drive back home. You still got the $5 ticket. So I'm going to go with that, Zach. So when you let me know when you're up here.
Kelly's like, steak.
Sorry, we're talking about food again. All steak, no sizzle.
Right. Oh man, I haven't had dinner yet. So by the way,
Sean is apparently listening, but for some reason does not have a YouTube account. I can't believe that. Sean, you need to create a YouTube account. A, so you could subscribe, and then B, so you can chat with us too. And it's free, and you don't need to do anything with it. You could just subscribe to this channel, and then you could jump in and give us, because I know you have some subjects that you're probably dying to throw out here that we can talk about. Just to reiterate, tomorrow we've got the Peter Gabriel episode "So" coming out, which was his 5th solo album, and the first one that has an official name. The only guy that names his first 4 solo albums Peter Gabriel, and then leaves it to you to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
like, to the fans to put a name on.
Yeah, the fans ended up naming them, and they pretty much adopted those names. But
yeah, that's all in the episode anyway. So we're just reiterating
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry, I have a little toothpick issue, because I ate. But yeah. Anybody else? Anything else? Throw us out something else. Can you learn how to add an addition to your house? Yeah, you can. You can learn a lot on when there's something I need to do. Yeah, it's like how do I change the battery in my alarm fob for my car? It's like, how do you open this thing? Because I can't see. Mm-hmm. Just YouTube it. Mm-hmm. And someone's got like a 1.5-minute video. Here's how you open the key fob for a 2011 Honda Fit or whatever. Like,
there is
you can learn everything.
Nothing sacred anymore. There's nothing that you can't find.
Hey, see, he did it. Sean did
Sean
it.
Grady, hello.
Welcome, Sean. See, it's not.
That is loyalty. That is.
It didn't hurt.
The offer. Anyone see it? Yeah.
No, that was about the making of The Godfather, the offer. I saw the trailers for it, and it looked very intriguing. New Thor movie. Eric saw it, but I didn't, so we're gonna wait on that. Mm-hmm. The early other reviews were that it's kind of too much of a good thing. Thor Ragnarok was something a little bit different than the past 2 Thor films.
Yeah.
And people were like, okay, now this is a little bit too much. But Eric, you felt that you liked it.
I thought it was just more of the same for me. And they say that this one is even goofier than the first. I don't agree with that, given the subject matter of certain things, which I can't reveal because Dean didn't see it yet.
No, don't you do it.
But it's follows the Taika Waititi knows how to do that goofy humor. That's what he's about. Goofy humor with a lot of heart. Yeah. And he balances that very well. And this is no exception in my opinion. So there are some things I didn't like, but I'm not going to say it's my favorite MCU movie, but I didn't think it was as horrible as people are making it out to be. So
Carrie's going to go see Where the Crawdads Sing next. That's playing at the Alamo Drafthouse as well, I believe. That's coming there. Sean's got a question. Well, Kelly's saying she doesn't go too deep. She doesn't go too deep. She loved the new Thor. Mm-hmm. She enjoys it for what it is.
Yeah.
She's not going to nitpick the references or the characters not dressed the right way, whatever. Sean's got a question.
As we are, I guess.
And Sean's got a question. We're going to wait. I want people to put their answers in the chat. Okay, which days of the week are named for Viking gods? And I'd have to guess. So let's put it into the group first before we take a shot at it. Sean, can we have a hint of how many days, or is that too much to ask? Or is it all 7?
Yeah, right. Which days of the week are named for Viking gods?
Which days of the week are named for Viking gods? Put your answer in the chat. Sean's got a great question.
I'm gonna definitely say Thursday is one.
Because Thursday.
Yeah. I'm only, that's just a guess, but.
Look. All right, Sean gave us a hint. 4 days.
4 days, okay.
So you essentially have if you go by the Beatles song 8 days a week, you got a 50-50 shot.
I'm gonna say Sunday, Thursday.
Well, we've got an answer. Wait, we have a couple answers coming in. Hang on. We got Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturday. Thursday, which is not in any order. That just throws me. It's like Thursday, then Sunday, then Tuesday, then Saturday. So Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday. We've got Monday, Thursday, Sunday.
I want to say Friday. I don't know what it is about Friday.
We've got a Saturday as a single answer. Zach is saying, I only know Thursday. I'm just gonna go. My guess is gonna be straight shot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna go with the first 4 days.
I'm gonna go with Sunday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think. Yeah.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
I got 3 out of 4. Yeah.
Look at that.
Not enough though. 3 out of 4. So I said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So one of those has to go. Eric got 2 out of 4.
Okay.
So I said so. So if you got 2 out of 4 and you said Thursday, and I got 3 out of 4, Thursday is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday is tire.
Tuesday
that's
is
a Greek
tier.
Viking god.
Okay.
So it's got to be.
Thursday is Thor. Dean can computer out of order days. What?
I can't computer out of order days.
Wednesday is Odin.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thursday is Thor. Oh yeah, Wednesday is Odin. So we have
And
Tuesday.
Hang on,
we have Tuesday. We have Wednesday is Odin. Thursday is Thor. Friday is Freya.
Freya, Thor's mother.
So I got Tuesday. I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is the one that I got. I said Monday, so I missed. So Friday. So then the other one's got to be. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Wow. Nice, Sean. That's a stumper.
That's really interesting. Thank you for that, Sean. That's great. Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool. Cool.
Has anybody seen that on Peacock by chance? The Northman. Speaking of Vikings.
Well, you got a question. How does Wednesday equal Odin? Or Sean it's a question for Sean.
A question for Sean. How does Wednesday equal Odin?
Odin's Day, Wednesday. I don't know. It evolved over time, perhaps. Not sure. Not sure. All right. I have here was my if no one had anything, here was some of the material I had, and I think this is a fun question. Since it's the summer, two questions. Okay. I want people to put in the chat a song title, a song that you know that has the word summer in it. Put into the chat a song with the word summer in the title. And it's got to be a hit. It's got to be a hit song.
Summer
We've got
Nights.
some coming in. We've got some coming in, so we'll let them roll through. And I have a bunch that I wrote down because I was just doing something else. Summertime Blues, right? Ain't No Cure for the Summertime Blues. Originally done by Eddie Cochran and then covered by who, Eric? By who? By who? Yes, thank you. Summer Nights is Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta from Grease. Summertime from Will Smith. Summer in the City.
That was going to be my choice.
Wait. Let's go in order. Summer in the City. By who? Not the Who. Love and Spoonful. Mm-hmm. John Sebastian. Summer Breeze. Who's that by?
Seals and Crofts.
Yeah, and Dan Seals just passed away, unfortunately, like last month. Hot Fun in the Summertime. You know who that is, Eric.
Of course I do. Let's see if anybody else knows.
1969, it hit number 3 in 1969. Sly and His Family Stone.
That's right.
Boys of Summer, 1984, hit number 5, written by Don Henley and co-written by Mike Campbell of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Mm-hmm. He plays guitar on that song too. So.
Yeah. So. Kelly's question is what would be? Sorry, go ahead.
What song would make you? What song makes you feel
like summer? Yeah,
that's a good one.
What song makes you feel like summer? What is it? What song? You know, it's very easy to say put on the Beach Boys, and it feels like summer because they're talking about beaches, surfing, cars, hanging out, getting sodas, driving around. You know, like their early stuff was tailor made just for that.
Right. I'm gonna go.
That was their stock and trade.
My pick would be Afternoon Delight. The
Afternoon
Starland
Delight.
Vocal Band.
not the version from Anchorman.
No, the original 76. I mean, that was. I remember that summer very fondly. That was a very cool summer for me.
American Pie for Beth.
That's bicentennial.
And she's got some for some reason, so people are connecting with American Pie as a song that makes you think of summer. L.A. Woman absolutely. L.A. We talked about in our L.A. Woman episode from way back when we first started. We talked about albums, and I said that album it feels like it's humid. It feels like it's hot. When you listen to it, it reminded me of hot weather, right? Mm-hmm. And like kind of just that it has that thickness to it. Right. So that absolutely is a thing where it doesn't have to be like about Christmas to feel Christmas. There are songs that aren't specifically about summer, but that evoke that feeling. Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. Right? That's just a bubbly, breezy, I think, Kokomo, obviously by the Beach Boys too. That's just like another summer, like kind of hanging out song. And you would hear that at a barbecue and you'd be okay with it. You'd be like, okay, this is kind of cool. If you walked in and to a party and Kokomo is playing and people are sitting around, you'd be like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Kelly says Money for Nothing for some reason. Maybe because it was on MTV. Maybe
it was popular during the summer of
that's when we really got to watch MTV.
Jim was hot.
Yeah.
Jim was hot. He was fire. Light as fire. All summer long, Kid Rock. There you go. That was when he sampled Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
That was the sample of that. When he kind of started moving away from the rap and towards the kind of southerny Don't Worry, Be Happy. I think we're moving into breezy, lighthearted, happy. I think we're moving from summer into happy songs.
I'm really surprised she didn't pick Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon.
There you go.
Because that's one of her all-time favorite songs.
But you might not have heard it in the summer, right? That might be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But right? Anyway. I mean, a song in the summer is kind of like, it just kind of evokes that, I think the Eagles are great summer music.
Of course.
Right? Yeah. It's just kind of like, they have that open sound,
Eagles,
like Take It Easy. You put on Take It Easy. That's like... Yeah. Sunny music, breezy. It's nice out.
America's good for that too.
Don't You Want Me Baby by Human League? Summer after I graduated high school. So we're going back. We're throwing to the 80s too. The Chicken Dance. That's a wedding thing, right? Cluck, 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 cluck. Yeah. I can do that now. See, I have a working. My wing is working. Chicken Dance is a summer song. Cruel Summer, Bananarama.
There you go.
That hit number 9 in 1983. Part of the new British invasion. Mm-hmm. How do I know this stuff? How do I have this material ready? How do I know the chart? How do I know the chart?
I'm not going to reveal that.
Because you don't know.
Because I don't know. I'd like to say that it's coming from, it's in your head.
It's not.
But are you referring to something else?
No, I was actually writing a quick hit about summer songs, and we just had all the stuff they're putting in is stuff that I had written.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, good one, Dwight. So it reminds me of the Hamptons, the Chicken Dance, I guess, the Bordy Barn, which I'm not sure what the Bordy Barn is, but I've got a couple other ones. Summer Wind by Frank Sinatra. How could you not listen to the Summer Wind? And then pair it with the Pope of Greenwich Village. when they're playing stickball and Mickey Rourke's wearing like the wife beater T-shirt and they're like a pairing of a great song with a great movie. That hit number 25 in 1965. What else we got? Summer Night City by ABBA in 1978. How could we miss that? Summer of '69.
Yeah.
By Bryan Adams. Mm-hmm. Number 5 from the album Reckless, which also had. All right, so Summer of '69. Everybody should probably have this album in your collection if you don't. It had Run to You, it had Somebody, It's Only Love, Heaven, and One Night Love Affair. That's like almost the whole album. So if you don't have Reckless in your CD collection or saved on Spotify, you really should have it. Let's see. Suddenly Last Summer by the Motels. Yeah. If you're talking about the 80s, right? That 80s new wave resurgence hit number 9 as well.
I would say the entire Born in the USA album, Bruce Springsteen, to me evokes
Summer.
Yeah, I think pretty much every song on that record is.
Did Cheap Trick or the Knack have a summer song? The Knack, I only know My Sharona and Good Girls Don't. So I don't know that. Right, those are the only two songs I know about by them. Cheap Trick, I don't know if they had something with summer. Good question. I think Dwight might be. I think Dwight's the Cheap Trick aficionado. I'm certainly not.
I Want You to Want Me could be that's definitely evokes a big crowd response. So you go to see them in the summer in a big, so I would say that that's,
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
All the songs from Dirty Dancing.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's her.
Because that takes place during the summer, so that's
during
kind
the
of
summer.
like
It's one of her favorite films.
Yeah,
and
so kind of
soundtrack.
in the Catskills.
Yeah. Well, Grease. Well, we mentioned the one song with Grease, but I think that entire vibe pretty much has it as well. I think.
Yeah. Danny, is this the end? No, Sandy, it's only the beginning, and then the movie starts. Right?
Sitting on the dock of the bay. Yes, Otis Redding. That's a great one, Beth. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna pair that with Up on the Roof.
Yeah.
Right? Was that the Drifters?
Drifters. Yeah.
Up on the roof, like sitting on dock of the bay and Up on the Roof. I think kind of go together.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just came to me. Like,
I think Brooke Benton's "Rainy Night in Georgia" reminds me of the summer, like a hot. The rain coming down the world. The rainy night in Georgia. I love that song.
Brown Eyed Girl by Van. Is that my Travolta? It was. Sandy. Or my other Travolta's.
Well, as long as you're not doing Olivia Newton-John, then we're in trouble. If you start doing that, then
tell me about it, stud.
Oh my God. Oh, so he did it. He did
Under the boardwalk.
So you got to ring the bell for that one.
No bell for that.
Okay.
Elvis sang "Rainy Night in Georgia" as well.
Yeah,
he did it. The thing about Elvis, since he wasn't a songwriter, he was able to pick songs that he just wanted to do. Yeah. It was unbound. He covered the Beatles. He did in his Aloha from Hawaii concert, he went from Frank Sinatra to the Beatles and everything in between. So, when you've got someone that can interpret it,
California Girls
by Diamond Dave, the David Lee Roth version.
I actually like that version better than the Beach Boys. I know that's saying a lot, but I really, for some reason, I love because two of the Beach Boys are on it.
Did you say you had to go?
I mean, Carl Wilson and I think
he helped out some of the Beach Boys. Helped out.
Yeah, they're on that. So I actually like that version because when he comes in with his thing, and then that those harmony vocals are still there and it's still strong.
Yeah.
So
that was him dipping his toe in the water for solo work. Because then he did he did Louis Prima, also just a gigolo, and it's like Then he became a character at that point because then he's like the boozy pop.
But I don't know. I thought it was fun. It was that was just an EP, so I mean, it wasn't exactly.
It was. I have it. Crazy from the Heat.
Crazy from the Heat.
And then he put out Eat 'Em and Smile.
Yeah.
Which very interestingly enough, Eric, I don't know if you remember, because I used to play that cassette a lot. But he also recorded the whole album in Spanish.
I do remember that.
Sonrisa Salvaje.
I do remember that.
Which I still have it on cassette, believe it or not. I came across the album in a record store and I didn't buy it.
The Spanish version?
The Spanish. I have Eat 'Em and Smile, the regular version on vinyl. I came across it in a record store and I don't know why I put it down. I mean, I'm probably never going to listen to it, but I'm like, it's just it's a curiosity.
But is it worth anything too? I mean, I wonder if it's you should look that up because
Off the Wall, Summer Love, John Mellencamp. I don't know if it was worth any. It wasn't expensive when in the record store I went to. The guy knew his stuff, so it was things were priced appropriately. Mm-hmm. So I think if people just like don't even realize,
maybe California Dreamin', that's a good one.
Yeah. I'll throw my guys, the Village People, in there since I'm on a Village People kick. We'll throw anything they did as like summary. YMCA in the Navy.
Yeah,
it was all just good time music. So that you associate that with the summer. Mm-hmm. And they had a song called San Francisco, and San Francisco is like great weather. So how could you not as good as San Diego from Anchorman.
We built the city. Oh, that's
San
a good
Diego.
one.
That is definitely a
Starship.
summer song. That was so big. I think it was the summer of '84.
Yeah.
I think it was the summer of '84.
They were known
song
as just Starship at that
everywhere.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, and then most of the original members checked out after they're like, okay,
Yeah.
anything by the Mamas and the Papas, right? Yeah.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah. Which is
I mean, anything California, like the whole California sound. I mean,
Yeah, so you could throw Linda Ronstadt in there, like we've talked about dozens of times. Jackson Browne, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac. That's like the California quartet.
You can go back and
Pablo Cruz. I'm sure you throw people, groups like that in.
Yeah, in the '60s, the one-hit wonders. Going to San Francisco and songs like that of that ill. I mean, there's a lot there that just evokes the warm weather. Good times.
Yeah, it was a different feeling than the New York groups, at the time in the 60s.
New York, I was going to say like songs from Saturday Night Fever might have a summer vibe, but not, but also the fall. I think of that album. I think that's probably when the movie came out. I believe in '77. It came out later in the year, and that soundtrack kind of evokes, cooler nights, I suppose. You know what I mean, like heading into the fall.
I associate the soundtrack with the movie, so to me, that music is kind of menacing because of the end, like when they go like they drive the car through the garage and then they're on the bridge. It's kind of
right.
How about Caribbean
the Rumble
by Billy Ocean?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Probably because of Almost Famous, but I always thought Feel Flows had a summery psychedelic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This kid is going deep because I guarantee no one else knows Feel Flows. Except for the people on the screen in front of you.
Yep.
Feel Flows is a deep cut by the Beach Boys.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's got that. It's got very mellow. It's got very mellow.
And that's
song.
Carl Wilson, by the way.
Yep.
That is, I would
mellow.
I would argue that isn't that just him? Is that not just Carl Wilson doing that song? It's
not a Beach Boys album, so he might have done it by himself, but it's definitely, it wasn't a solo.
Right,
solo
but that's
thing,
that's a great track, and that's Cameron Crowe, man. He could pick like Quentin Tarantino and Scorsese. They know how to pick songs, man. They go deep.
Yeah, he can pick them,
and that's what I love.
He can pick them.
Yep.
All right, we're going to wind down in a little bit because we did start late, and it is getting late, and we don't want to keep everybody. And I have to file a class action lawsuit against Melon for not being able to allow us to stream on Facebook because it wasn't our fault, but we take responsibility. But they just dropped the ball on us, But we appreciate everybody that did come here for it. Let's put it into the chat one more time because we did get some people that joined afterwards. We're thinking about doing Trivia Night number 2 in 2 weeks. Is there interest? Would you like us to do another Trivia Night, or do you want to wait a little bit? Ciao for now. Bye, Kerry. Thanks for stopping in. But hey, answer the question before you go. Do you want us to do Trivia Night number 2 in a couple of weeks? Yeah, Melon Heads.
On the 27th.
Yeah, that would be the 27th. Or would you rather wait for the August edition of it? We can do that. But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So what's the date? It
27th?
would be the 27th.
That would be the 27th.
We got a thumbs up for that. So saying yes to trivia. Good. So far, so good.
Yep.
Dwight, would you be able to make the 27th? You came in late, down for trivia whenever. Sean's like,
of course, Sean is.
Whatever. Yeah. We're not doing trivia until Sean subscribes to our YouTube channel, though. So we're now dangling the trivia for subscriptions. That's how low we've gotten. And butterflies. We get butterflies in our stomach before we go on each live show. We get nervous and we do like a little. We do Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street.
And when things don't go right, especially,
I get very agitated. I get very I want these things
like
to
a
run
pro,
right.
man. It's it happens.
You subscribed? No. Let me find out. I'll find out right now if you subscribed. I don't know. I don't think you did. Let's see. 29. Yeah, you did.
Dwight says, I would wait till fall when people are around.
Well, we're going to do more. I mean, it's not the last one.
Yeah.
It's just another one. We certainly are going to continue. And you know what? By doing it a little more often allows us to kind of sharpen it up and get it better.
Yeah.
And then when people are around in fall, they'll be seeing like the best version of it. Oh, and not to say last time wasn't good. I mean, last time went off really well. So, but we're going to have more and more interesting and fun rounds and different things to do. So I think we get into it, and we certainly won't run out of questions.
And we still hope to have a live version of it as well, like in person. We still want to do that as well. Have some kind of a meetup, meet and greet.
Yep.
We could do that night. We have some trivia.
Yep.
So
we'll toss that around.
That.
Yeah, we're tossing around a movie meetup in August at the Alamo Draft House for a classic film. We're tossing that around, but we're gonna we'll solidify that a little bit more, and when probably on our next live stream we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we should do one on person. One in person. Oh, okay. We should do one in person. Got it.
Yeah.
That would be fun to do. We need a venue. And the weird thing. Yes, get back to planning. Yes, get back to planning the live. Would you please get back to planning that, because you promoted it in January and February, for Christ's sake. So would you please get back to planning it? Duly noted. I stand admonished. Here's the thing. I would love to. It would be great to do a trivia night in person.
Yeah.
The only question or concern I have about it is there are places that do trivia nights, right?
Okay.
Like, that do trivia nights weekly. So if we wanted to do our own, how would we configure that? Would we have to would I go to a bar, would I go up to a bar and say, hey, we have a podcast, we want to do a trivia night?
Yeah, but that might be
we have trivia nights on Thursday. We have this guy doing it, so you can't, because we've got a contract with him.
Okay.
What I'm saying? Like,
but you might,
so how would we do that?
You got to consider that built-in audience, though, that people come for trivia if they have it like twice that week for some.
Yeah, but we can't horn in on someone else's like territory.
No, right,
and then I go out and
meet
there's a guy leaning on my car with blonde hair. Someone scratched the shit out of your car.
Good one.
Right? So I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. But Double Days, I know they do bingo, which is a big thing. I'm hearing a lot of people winning money at Double Days bingo.
Okay, here's a question for everybody.
Meet in Central Park.
Does anybody do karaoke anymore? I would love to do a karaoke night. That would be great too. If we can get everybody to get up there and show us what you got. Give us what you got. Give us what you got. That might be fun.
That would be difficult, because that would require a lot of preparation and getting the material without the vocals and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. Yeah, I don't. In Dobbs, it's getting rough and tumble over there. Unless we got a private venue and we really kind of promoted it, we could do it that way as well. But I would prefer to do it in a bar, right? And say, yeah, we're going to have trivia night, and we could set that up. And if people walk in and participate, they can certainly participate. I don't see why. But we would need to find a venue that doesn't currently do it. We would want to do it as quote unquote like a private party. Like, yeah, we want to have a party and have trivia night, which would be great. And then if people want to walk in and show up, well, they're welcome as well. So that's the way I would have to position it, right? Mm-hmm. So we can definitely do that. I just need to start doing some research then. If the interest is there for an in-person trivia night, I would love to do it. That'd be great.
Yeah.
It would be great to have, to have a reason to meet up and to hang out with everybody, and for everybody to do something that's interactive and fun and visual, because then we could play music, we could do music clips, we could do movie clips, we could do a lot of different stuff that we can't do in a live stream.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, it'd be
awesome.
fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah, we could do like movie bingo. Right? We could have like everybody, like a picture of everybody on the little ball, like Alec Baldwin, and we could have like a Robert De Niro ball, and we draw them, and then you put the ink over their face instead of numbers.
Well, that might be a thing.
Could be interesting.
That could be a thing. Yeah.
All right, but I think that's going to do it. I think we've kept everybody up enough. Eric is starving. I see it in his eyes. He's looking at me like like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons when they're hungry and they're looking at somebody and they turn into like a ham. Because they're like hungry. That's the look he's giving me right now. I think I'm looking like a ham to him.
I don't know about that, but no, I am pretty hungry. So.
My living room would not support more than 4 people. I live in a tiny hovel. Now, I don't live in a big apartment anymore like I used to. I am downsized, so I would have to we would have to have sessions of people, the next seating, like, okay, we do it at 7, then we do it at 8, and then we do it at 9, and people would have to come up in different like when you go to like Easter dinner. Yeah, like your seating is at 4:00 and you have to be out by 6 because the next bunch of people are coming in. We would have to do it that way, but we'll figure something out. If the interest is there, that makes it a lot easier to plan something, because we could just set up a trivia night. We've got the materials, we've got the technical capability to do that. So that would be great, a great option. So thank you for bringing up the live aspect of things. So, but I think that's going to do it. I think so. I think we've kind of thank everybody for kind of hanging in with the weirdness and the technical difficulties. I'm going to rip Melon a new one right now, and let them have it, because for me this is not acceptable. I want to be able to stream where we want to stream and where we're supposed to stream. So,
that's right.
But don't forget, tomorrow, Peter Gabriel's great 1986 album, one of Eric's favorites, So is going to be the subject of tomorrow's conversation. Then we're going to have a special episode out on Monday as well about movie tropes, which was a roundtable discussion with myself, Eric, and the 3 other probably semi-permanent co-hosts. Sean Grady, Nick Leshy, and Christy Cuomo joined us for that roundtable session, which was a whole lot of fun. And we'll put that out as a special on Monday as well. So, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for helping wrangle people and let us know who was where and where I was seen, where we weren't seen, how come it wasn't working. I promise you, we will get it set for the next one. So, thank you, Sean. Thank you for the subscription. I know I had to basically twist your arm, bribe you, cajole you, but I appreciate it as well. I was supposed to get the card reader today to work on I actually wanted to show some of your footage today, but the card reader didn't come from Amazon. I wanted to show Sean over the weekend, did a great small 1-act reenactment or based on some letters. It was called Guns at the Gateway, which he did at Fort Montgomery, which was a great performance. I brought my camera and tripod and filmed it. And I wanted to get it transferred over today, but I seem to be getting let down by everybody today. So Melon let me down, Amazon let me down. It's just not working for me today, but I'll get that footage over to Sean. We'll probably, we'll probably post it on our website as well, so people can check out what some of our guest hosts and co-hosts do in their spare time, that they do other artistic endeavors besides talking about music and movies with us. So
no, he does not let us down, Sean. So that's Good night, Dwight. Dwight said good night.
Thank you, Dwight. So we're gonna plan on Trivia Night 2 in 2 weeks. We'll start promoting that, and we can get the word out. I got to make sure I get all the technical difficulties straightened out before that, and then I guess we've kind of hit on doing a live trivia too, so we can start planning that as well. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. So any final parting words, Mr. K?
No, we just appreciate you guys for hanging in there. That's it. These things happen, and it's not Dean's fault. He's beating himself up profusely tonight. That I really wish he wouldn't.
I'm like Bruce Campbell in Doctor Strange, Pizza Papa, because
it's not his fault. But hey,
you better pay the Pizza Papa.
So, but we really appreciate it, guys. So have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome, everybody. Again, Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you in 2 weeks. Peter Gabriel So episode comes out tomorrow. So we'll see you then.
Yep.
You've been listening to the 3324 podcast with Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber. You can find us on your favorite podcast provider, so please like, subscribe, and rate to become a part of the 3324 family. Your feedback is important, so make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at 3324 podcast and on Twitter at 3324p to join the conversation.